Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, I used to do this more normally, but um, I didn't. I stopped doing it for a little while, so I got a little bit out of the rhythm. Um, but I had some things want to discuss today, but I'm gonna let some time go a little bit more as the people are here. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Good. Um, what else? Um, yeah, I mean, soon I'm gonna get into the different topics um, that I'm going to discuss today. So, this live stream is kind of all about life updates. So, for the first part, I'm gonna update about the job search. Um, I would say things are going well, and opportunities are coming up. So I'm feeling more hopeful lately. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Um, but I don't know how things are going with what you guys do. I don't know what you do, Batman. I know some about Nadia, but I know I'm getting to know you a little more, the Batman, so feel free to interact and let me know what you do. I'm curious. You like to draw and write stories. Cool. Well, I have a friend who used to be more active on YouTube who really likes to draw. I think his Instagram is like Hey Kaylee. He does a lot of drawing. So I have friends that draw also. I used to do more poetry on this channel, so I write sometimes too, but um, don't do it as much anymore as I used to. But yeah. I'm just sharing this stream out because I have some people that I knew that uh, yeah, I am trying to get back to streaming more because I have some time now. Um, and I did always really like interacting with everyone. Um, it's just sometimes I don't know always what to talk about. So it can sometimes take some time to think about that. Um, Generally, that's what I would say. I also like have wanted to make like series where musicians like come on and stuff like that. I've been at it's never like gotten that far. It's only like gotten to a few episodes. Um, but if I could start doing that again or being involved more in other people's lives, because I know people who have ones who have guests on. I've been guests on some channels. Yeah, I used to more too. The Batman when I was in school, I kind of did it more regularly as like a routine. But yeah. Yeah, I was all over the place with my channel when I first started it. Um, I even did stuff like challenges, and I learned that I really didn't, in the end of the day, want to be doing that. So I ended up switching from that. Uh, yeah. Yeah, that's also part of it too, is that I don't always have that kind of block of time, especially now lately when things are coming up with opportunities. Some people are like literally like the day before saying to me they have an opportunity and they want to talk to me. Like that happened this morning. So that's part of why I think 2 hours is like not is too much for me, but maybe doing an hour every once in a while I could do, but it's harder to do routinely with things right now. I don't have a set schedule. Things are kind of like up in the air, so um, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know if I even did them that long. They can tend to be longer if I used to. I sometimes did Lego like builds live because there were people, some in the pandemic that were doing that type of stuff more. Some people continue doing that went on the Lego Masters show. Um, but uh, yeah, I never, like, I don't always want to just sit down and chat. Um, Sometimes just these days where I'm like interacting with people with conversations can be enough for me. Um, oh, thank you, the Batman. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I've put on my socials that I'm here, so yeah, I hope that helps too. But we'll see. Um, it just helps to have even you guys in here. So thank you for that because um, sometimes it's hard to just get people to come in to chat. Hello. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I figured. Um, I guess I don't have a lot of viewers I used to have because yeah, I know. There were times where I used to have a few people in here. I still have some people that have supported me since the beginning that show up every once in a while. I think some of them are working right now, but they may watch the rewind of this. But yeah, I used to have maybe 5 to 7 people sometimes show up when I did. But again, it was like much more on routine. So it's understandable. Yeah, please don't forget to like. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I still have to figure out the thing with moderators because I never know how to best delegate those out. If those are like people who regularly show up or what it is, because a lot of people I see have many, but yeah, those of you that stream more than me may have a better sense of that. Oh, really? The Batman? I didn't know that. That's funny. But, that's funny. But I guess one of the next topics I wanted to talk about is that I'm doing a lot of learning of new things. When I don't know an industry, when I apply for a role, I look it up and learn a bunch about it. Yeah. Send my just the chat. Yeah, I've heard that also. I mean, I'm kind of never like super concerned about that until something like I think it's more when there's more people in the chat that about moderating, and I never like I going 2 hours not yet. Yeah, I know you can do that, but for me that's a lot. So I often would say like I'd go for an hour or something, and then sometimes it would go longer than that, but yeah. No, I understand old fart. Like I understand how to do that because I used to have people that I would when I used to live stream more when I was in school. But I got like I said, I've had it's harder to establish routine when things have you're in a routine for a certain amount of time and then things change again. That's kind of the gist of what's gone on for me. Once I establish a routine again, when I have a job somewhere and stayed there, yeah, it'll be easier. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's definitely a fresh start because I've been out of school since last December. It's actually like the first fall in a long time that I'm not going back to school, which I don't know why, but it feels weird. Um, I mean, that kind of goes to the topic of the one that I'm discussing in part 2 of like learning and stuff is that I like to learn and like to do new things. So I'm trying to do that a little bit while I'm in this period of don't know what's next and trying to figure things out. But yeah, I did give a moderator to Nadia, because I've known her probably the longest of you guys. So, yeah. Not to say that you guys wouldn't be good moderators. I just don't. I'm not the person to make everybody the moderator. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there to do. Yeah, follow Nadia. She does a lot of live streaming. She cooks things as well, and she does that on live, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. And her and Old Fart Game. I got to know Old Fart Gaming from, Nadia. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, she does a lot of good stuff, and she's gotten in the watch hours. I don't know if you're, and been monetized. So, yeah. Sometimes I kind of hope I won't get there. Other times I don't know, because it seems like it would take me some time to get there, but we'll see. But is there anything that and you guys are learning right now, or what, like trying something new for fun? Started yeah, yeah. I definitely get that. When I started my channel back in high school. Um, I don't know. It wasn't something that I knew how to do all the parts on my own. Like I kind of knew how to do the editing and stuff and recording on my own. Um, my ex-boyfriend did like the thumbnails and stuff like that. Um, so, but I've changed my channel since then. Like I said, I used to have more like challenge videos and stuff like that. I did poetry. I still do singing covers. Um, and I've leaned into my passions more of gardening than anything else, um, most lately. But that's what I kind of wanted to make it is into something to have people follow their passions, what inspires them, that kind of thing. So more of a lifestyle channel than anything else. Because at first it was about sparing my voice, and then it kind of changed. So yeah, I think it's all a process. But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely I actually even had more videos before, but I had to get rid of some just because I didn't want to be asked questions about things in the past, as I've seen that with other creators that like, oh, this person isn't in the picture. What happened? And uh, I didn't want to be asked those questions. Um, so I got rid of some of that stuff. and made the channel logo, did all that stuff with Canva to try to make the channel more my own, because I knew it was going to be my own from then on out. So I am happy I did that, though, because I wouldn't have enjoyed getting the questions about that, because I've seen that from other creators, and yeah, I've seen enough drama in my high school days. I did not want to have that. Yeah, that's what I did with this. This one is all about life updates, like that I'm saying that I'm learning different things, that I'm job searching. Like the other one is about, like the next topic is about facing my fears. Like I'm working on driving. Like that's gonna be something for me to go back to, because I do not have my license. Yeah, I think for me, I also want to know what other people want to talk about. So I think that's also been hard, is that like I don't always have an audience that's engaging with me. I even had that when I was regularly uploading. People weren't always saying what they wanted to see, because um I don't want to put something out there that's not going to be helpful to you guys. So yeah. Uh Biggest fears. When you say biggest fears, like is it a specific thing? Like, because I have specific fears of a type of animal, and then I have specific fears of like doing certain things. So it kind of depends what you're asking for that. Because if you go the way of animals, I'm scared of alligators. Always been since I was young. Merely because I was scared that I would fall into their mouth. Yep. What else? Like I said, I think a big fear is also I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would think so, but there was a story from my childhood of me not leaving the car when my grandma took me to an alligator place. So yeah, I've been scared of them since I was young, and it's not a lot of kids like to see things at the zoo, but I was not for it. I mean, I don't know. I always feel like a lot of people talk about their fears as being some type of insect, like spiders or something like that. I do think there's also a lot of fear of like the unknown and stuff like that, or the not familiar. So there's just a lot of people that things that fears that people have, that some of them, I don't know. Some of them have their special names and others don't. Um, yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Some people love interacting with animals, others don't. I'm kind of in between, I would say, with animals. Because I don't like the ones that are like like dogs that are yippy, and like things that are very high pitched and whatever. It just gives me a headache. But if the animal is just gonna let me sit there and cuddle it, I'm good with it. So it depends on that. I mean, I think Yeah, it's important um, to face fears even in difficult times. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did that when I fed giraffes when I was little, but I laughed like when I saw their tongue, so I had a very different reaction than you. But I think it really depends on the person what type of reaction you're gonna have to that um, experience. But like I said, everyone's different, so your experience is valid. Anyone else's experience is valid. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I had something in my hand, and I've heard people tell stories about like feeding horses with their hand and not having good experiences. So that's absolutely valid because not everybody likes to interact that way with animals. Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot like, yeah, that happens when you're younger, so that's understandable. Next question. Favorite movie? People always ask me this, and I don't have an answer because I don't. Favorites are always very hard for me because it kind of like feels like for me something that's constantly changing. It's not because as the new movies come out, so that's hard. I don't necessarily have one to be honest. Do you? You like comic book movies? Yeah, I think a lot of those ones are good, to be honest, that I've seen. When you mean the comic books, do you mean like DC or Marvel? Which side are you? Because I've heard sometimes people like both, sometimes people like one more than the other. Um, or do you mean more comics like how there was like Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie type of thing? Okay, you like both. Yeah, yeah. Did you see the Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Oh, you like anime? Yeah, I have you watched Studio Ghibli? I like that anime, but I don't watch much anime. I did some when I was in high school, but you should. It's really good. I watched the um, Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and I really liked it. I grew up with my brother watching it, so I are like having the character like figurines. So yeah, I liked it a lot. So definitely see that. Um, what's the 80s? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the other ones, to be honest with you. Um, I just remember them. Yeah, that's what I figured because I know people use that. I know somebody else who um does gaming and he plays a game that they do has that acronym. So I was familiar with that when you were saying that. Um, but I didn't know if you had watched all those old movies. Yeah, I haven't. I only watched the new one. It seemed like they made them look different in the other movies. Um, at least from the like, images of the movie. I liked how cute they like made them look in this one, but have I seen what? Batman vs. No. That sounds interesting. Because I am a fan of both of those. So I don't know what side I would be on. Oh, because I like Batman and I like the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sounds like it would be good. Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine. That's what I only can imagine that would be. Everything I would expect it to be. I mean, I saw movies with like the Batman movies growing up. I would struggle to think who's aren't they both good guys though? Is one of them like turned to be a bad guy or are they two good guys fighting each other? Like I'm confused. But oh, I see. Yeah, then that would definitely be entertaining if that's what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I definitely gotta see that. Hey, Sandra. Yeah, Batman. This is Sandra. She's a musician. Actually, if you go on my channel and look at some of my old live streams, I did one with her. Um, so she's my friend, and she lives in New Jersey now or New York. And sometimes she streams. She's had asked for my help with StreamYard before. Um, but yeah. Yeah, I figured because you said you were looking at houses today, right, Sandra? That's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about some of the life update stuff. I had covered that I'm searching for my job and learning new things and facing my fears. I guess the other thing I would say is that this next part of community work, I'm excited for the month of September because I'm doing some helping with a garden fair in my neighborhood because I became a voting member over this summer, which took some time to do. So I'm excited for that. It's in about a month, I think, because it's actually 4 weeks tomorrow. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah. What are my hobbies? Like I said, is like gardening. Cooking, I would say, is another one for me. Um, Obviously, for me, YouTube is a hobby that I have. Um, Other things are kind of, yeah, I would say probably those are the biggest hobbies. I do Lego is a big hobby of mine. I consider myself an adult fan of Lego or an A-full. Yes, I'm one of those nerds. Yeah, I like to do stuff in my community. That's why I said the community work thing as part of it. That is something I'm doing more of, is being involved in my own community. Um, yeah. Yeah, she might not always respond quickly to Batman because I know she said she's driving, but do check out her music. It's really good. What do you do in your community, the Batman? Because you said you're involved in your community. I know Sandra is too because I've seen her sing in nursing homes and stuff like that, and at rallies and stuff like that. She's very involved in her community. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just do volunteer type stuff in my community. Earlier in the summer, I did volunteering at art fairs and stuff as to help. So yeah, yeah, I've done some more stuff in the community. That's why I'm excited the most for September because I said I'm doing the garden thing, but then I'm also helping with the organization that I got to go to some conferences with in college. I'm reading essays for that as a volunteer um, for people who are going to be able to go to a conference that I attended um, in previous years. Um, so I'm trying to be more involved in different things. Um, it generally just helps me. So I also, yeah, when you say delivering something, I get that also. Because did some work in the pandemic with helping people, delivering things to people, food specifically. Well, it's good that you're willing to. It's always good to be willing to help, especially in those situations where someone might need you to help doing something. Hello, Nadia. My friend Sandra is here, who I know you've looked some in my channel. She was one of the musicians I've had on my channel before. Um, yeah, she's here. And Sandra, Nadia's a newer friend of mine. That she's done some with streaming. She's monetized, and she does a lot of stuff with cooking. Oh, really? Where do you travel to? To Batman? Where are you? What you're saying you Where do you travel to? Somebody's in there, but I can't. There's 4 people watching. Not like traveling in a working way, like going all kinds of places. That's nice. That's nice. Hello, hello. Yes. Yeah, there's some people, nice people, and good supporters in the chat, Sandra. So I'm sure they will stop by and check you out. Because the Batman already said he was going to. And Nadia is someone who would do that also. Because it's important to support one another. The chat, I'll call it the chat cave. That's funny. That's funny. The chat cave. Yeah. Sounds like it. Yes, you like to clown a lot. I see that. And you're good at asking questions on the fly. I can see that. I'm not great at that, so admire that. But yeah, I probably will be wrapping this up in the next 15 minutes or so. That's because I'm gonna get to doing some other things. But I hope this will help me a little bit. Sometimes you go overboard. Okay, good to know, Bruce. Good to know. Yeah, that's good to know. But yeah, I definitely will wrap up soon because there's some things. Okay, have some more questions. Then fire away, Bruce. Because the only other part I have for today is the conclusion once you ask some questions. Do I game? No, I do not. I watch other people game, but I'm not a gamer myself. I'm friends with people who are in the gaming community. A lot of the people that I've watched, though, I don't know what's happened, that they've kind of disappeared off YouTube. And as you know, the Batman, I know the Subby Mom, but I don't have Twitch anymore, so I am not normally able to watch. But I'm also often doing other things once he's streaming lately. So I do not game on YouTube. My ex was a gaming YouTuber though, and like I said, I did have watched some that are bigger. Yeah, I know. She told me she used to be on YouTube, but she isn't anymore. Yeah, I know. I know. I think she's really cool too. I forgot where I met her, but I really enjoy talking to her. So I sometimes chat with her on Discord. Oh, I don't remember where I met her. It was was Beyond the Game, I think. Yeah, Beyond the Game. That's the gamer who he used to stream a lot, and I used to watch his streams. But then he seems to have disappeared again. Like he made a return and then disappeared. So, and then I used to watch somebody called MN Nice Gaming. There's been a few different gaming ones that I used to watch, and then they left YouTube and never came back. Or they left and came back and then disappeared again in Beyond the Games. Yeah, I know. He like made that big return and then he stopped. So I don't really know what exactly happened there. But I did enjoy like going to that because there was a really real community there. Like some of these people who have bigger gaming channels have developed a real community. And I've also had people who've like used to be in music, like did their channel all about music, and then all of a sudden they completely switched over to doing like Twitch and all kinds of other things. Someone started who was I used to watch, who used to make music with them, completely switch. Her name was Drew Gulliver. Like a lot of people are doing gaming, and it feels a little oversaturated for me. Like I still have some people that I know who play older games, and I think that's cool to watch sometimes. Because sometimes a lot of people are playing the new games and like everybody's doing it at once. So I like when people play the older games, to be honest. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I don't know what that. Oh, Super Nintendo. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Yeah, I know people who play that. Oh my god, I love Super Mario Brothers. I love that movie too. Um, I played, I played it on Wii, and I think I played through that whole game with the Super Mario Brothers with my babysitter growing up. So yes, I love Super Mario. That was I used to when I used to game it was Wii, and it was years ago. We still have that Wii, but it's really not functioning right. So I have all these games, but I think they may not be able to be used anymore because whenever it tries to read it, it makes some weird noise. But I had I had a friend. I had a best. My best friend had that, so I would only play that when I was with her. I didn't have that game, but I've heard good things about it. I was just so bad at it. Um, and I had a DS at one point, but yeah, yeah, there were good times. I liked when they had those things. Now I don't play any of that really anymore. I don't know why they ever got decided to make all these other things besides the Wii. I was a lover of the Wii, so it's kind of sad to me that it doesn't ours doesn't really work that much anymore because it was like there are a lot of different things on it. Oh really? Wow. Oh, who got me into it? We did have a PlayStation 2. We still have one. We have games from that. Um Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it was my older siblings that got into it. I don't remember. Those sound familiar, but I don't think I own them myself. They sound familiar. Because I did play games that other people who I used that growing up to their house sometimes. There was two friends of mine that I remember playing the Wii when I went to their house. But I also played a lot of those dance games also. I had a lot of I have so many games, and I don't even know if I tried them all because of things. Yeah, I had like the one of the ones I really liked was Wii Sports Resort because you could do archery and stuff like that, and water skiing. Um, that was one of my favorites. Mm-mm. Nope. Oh wow, that sounds good. Ah, I see. Never heard of that one. Yeah, I don't know that one. That was my time. Yeah, I was in college then, so that's probably why. But I think I'm going to end this stream soon. So, yeah, things are moving along and things are moving forward. Yeah, I was in college from 2017 to 2021. And then I got my master's degree in December. So, yeah, people often don't think that, but yes, I have been in college graduate and master's graduate. Okay, cool. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to my live stream today, especially the Batman who's been here, Sandra, and Old Fart Gaming, and Nadia. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.